Welcome my dear students. Today I will discuss the scalar product or dot product. So look my dear students, what is the scalar product? Scalar product or dot product. Scalar product or dot product. So my students, look here. What is the scalar product and what is the dot product? We will discuss today. If A and B are any two vectors, then scalar product is defined as A dot B equal to mod of B cos theta. Look my students, dot product is defined as A dot B equal to mod of B cos theta, where theta is the angle between A and B. So my students, look here. Scalar product is defined as A dot B. A dot B means mod of B. That is magnitude of A, magnitude of B cos theta. Where theta is the angle between A and B. Suppose if any vector from this side, east direction, it is denoted by A, another vector is B, and theta is the angle between them, then dot product is defined A dot B equal to mod of B cos theta. Okay, my students, look here. If number one, if theta equal to 0, then A dot B equal to magnitude of A, magnitude of B, and that is the cos 0, and cos 0 equal to 1. So my students, that means if two vectors are parallel, then it is the conditions. Theta equal to 0 means two vectors are parallel. Suppose these vectors are parallel, then you have to use this identity. A dot B equal to mod of B. If the two vectors are parallel, then this condition must be satisfied. Otherwise, it cannot be the parallel. So, my students, it is a very important point. It states, suppose if you want to show that the two vectors are parallel or collinear, then you have to show that A dot B equal to mod of B. It is the conditions for collinearity or parallel. Next question is, next question, suppose let A vector equal to A1i, A2j or A3k, and B vector is defined as B2i, next B2j and B3k are any two vectors. If A and B are given, then if you want to find A dot B, then look at this friends, A and B, if write inside the bracket A1i, A2j or A3k. Next vector is B1i, B2j and B3k. Any two vectors, then product of these two vectors equal to, when you multiply this number with all this one, this number with all this one, this number with all this one, then what will happen? I into I I into j and I into k. Yes, my students. But look here. Suppose I into I. That means unit vector along the same direction. It is also I and it is also I. So in these cases, the both direction are same. Since the direction are same, so angle is how much? 0 degree. Angle is 0 degree. So in these cases, you get I dot I equal to mod of I and mod of I cos angle is how much? 0 degree. So my students, it is the unit vector along x-axis. It is the unit vector along x-axis. So its magnitude is 1. Again, if magnitude is 1 and cos 0 equal to 1, that means you get only 1. But if you want to multiply I dot j or j dot k, or k dot I, then what will happen? I and j, it is the x-axis, it is the y-axis. Then the angle become almost 90 degree. Because the x-axis, y-axis, z-axis are mutually perpendicular vectors. So in these cases, they form a 90 degree. Okay, my students, they form a 90 degree. In these cases, the angle becomes what? 90 degree. The angle, since the angle 90 degree, so if you use this identity, suppose anyone I mod of j cos 90 degree and cos 90 equal to how much? 0. That means all will be 0. So my students, if the same to same numbers are come, that means direction is same, then that numbers you have to write inside. But if the direction are not same, they are mutually perpendicular. In these cases, all the value will be the 0. So my students, it is the necessary and sufficient condition is that if the two vectors are perpendicular, then dot product equal to how much? 0. If the two vectors are perpendicular, then the dot product equal to 0. Okay, my students. Next, that is, it means I dot I. It means I dot I. Again j dot j. Again k dot k equal to how much? 1. If I write I dot j or j dot k or k dot I, if they are mixed, then it will be the 0. So my students, when you multiply these numbers, this number with this one, then you get I dot j, I dot k, then remaining parts are 0. Only remain you have a1, b1, a2, b2 or a3, b3. Just you have to write like this. And the remaining parts are already 0. That means same to same number you have to multiply, because it is I just you have to write a1, b1. Next a2, b2, a3, b3, and the remaining numbers you have to write what? 0. So my students, I think you understand. Because remaining parts are 0, because they are mutually perpendicular. And since the mutually perpendicular, when you use this identity, all part will be the 0. That is why I just have to write like this. So when I use the dot product, then you can use this, and using this you can find also angle, because its formula is mod of A and mod of B cos theta. That means cos theta equal A1 B1, A2 B2 and A3 B3, and denominator is mod of A, mod of B. This number come this side, denominator, and that is the angle between the two vectors. You can use this to find the angle. So my students, next point, if theta equal to 90 degree, then A dot B equal to mod of A and mod of B cos 90 degree, and cos 90 equal to how much? Cos 90 equal to 0. That means all part will be the 0. So A dot B equal to 0 if the two vectors are perpendicular. So the vector A perpendicular to B. So it is the necessary and sufficient condition is that if the two vectors are perpendicular, then A dot B equal to how much? 0. If A dot B equal to 0, then the two vectors are perpendicular. So my students, look just what I am going to discuss. If the two vectors are perpendicular, then it is A dot B equal to 0. And if you want to find the angle, magnitude or dot product, then you can use this identity. Next, my students, look here. If you want to show that the two vectors are perpendicular or not, then in these cases you have to find the dot product. Dot product is 0 or not. Okay? If the dot product is 0, then the two vectors are perpendicular. Suppose you have given a vector equal to I minus 2j plus 3k, and second vector is given 2i plus j minus k. You have to find the angle between them. At first you have to find the magnitude of A. So magnitude of A is 1 square. Next minus 2 because its coefficient is minus 2. Next 3. So I get 1 plus 4 plus 9. So my students, I get how much? Root over 14. Next mod of B is given by 2 square plus 1 square plus minus 1 square. So I get 4 plus 1 plus 1. So I get how much? Plus 6. Now A dot B. A dot B is given. When I find the dot product of these two numbers, then 2i plus j minus k, and the remaining parts we to multiply this number, that means its coefficient is 1, it is 2, then you get 2. Minus 2 plus 1 minus 2 plus 3 minus 1 minus 3. Because its coefficient is 1, its coefficient is 3, and 3 and minus 1 you get 3. So final subtract, then you get minus 3. Now according to the rules, cos theta equal to A dot B upon mod of A and mod of B. Now my students, A dot B is how much? At first I find the A dot B minus 3. It is the minus 3 A dot B, and mod of A under root 14 and mod of B under root 6, and that is your answer, my dear students. It is the angle, that is cos theta becomes cos inverse minus 3 upon root over 14 and root over 6, and that is the angle between two vectors. So I think you understand, my dear students. Next topic is given by projection. So in these rules you have to show that, or you can find the angle between the two vectors, and also angle, and also they are perpendicular or not, parallel or not. Like these questions you can solve. Next, projection. Projection is representations. Suppose you know one vectors, if to show the character of the second, then it is called the projections. Projection is representations of one vector with the help of others, and it is called the projections. So projection is defined as, you have to write like this: projection of a vector on B. It is very important when is that on B. Since it is written on B, that means A, write A dot B upon magnitude of B. So my students, only just A to write like this: A dot B upon magnitude of B. On numbers you have to write magnitude. At first you have to dot product, after that magnitude, and that is called the projection of the vector A on B. Suppose projection of vector A plus B on A minus B. On part always you have to do like this. This is the A vector, and minus. At first you have to find the dot product of these two numbers. After that, these numbers you have to write denominator, and you have to write like this, and that is called the on B. On B means you have to find the dot product of these two vectors, and on part you have to write the magnitude, and it is called the projections. So my students, it is a very simple and easy process to find the projections of two vectors. Is that if you want to find the projections, then you have to write the, at first you have to find the dot product of these two vectors. After that, these numbers you have to write on magnitude, then it is called the projections. So my students, so if any questions, if you want to find the projections, then you can use this identity. So today we will discuss how can find the dot product of two vectors and also projections like these questions in exercise 10.3. So 10.3 exercise is already finished because this type of the questions are included in 10.3 exercise. So my students, only just you watch how can you find and how can you find the dot product and other component also you can use this line. Next one type of the questions it has, suppose there is given a plus b dot a plus b, then a plus b, suppose it is the a, it is the b. These two parts are same. So according to the rules, it is the dot product. In case of the dot product, you can use mod of a, mod of b cos theta, and theta is how much? 0 degree. Because these two are same. These two vectors. So my students, okay. Suppose the vector this and this, you have to find the dot product. If you want to find the dot product of these two vectors, then look here. You can use mod of a, mod of b cos 0 because these two are same vectors. Since they are same vector, their angle is almost 0 degree. That is why you have to write like this. Because the angle is 0 degree, that is why you have to write angle 0. So angle 0 means it is the 1, so you can write mod of a, mod of b whole square, because these two are same. Again, if it is the modulus or magnitude, then you can use the identity, algebraic identity. All the algebraic identity you can use mod of a square, mod of b square plus 2a dot b. That means you have a plus b whole square, a minus b whole square, a plus b plus c whole square, a cube plus b cube. All the identity you can write, but it is the given condition is that when there is any square, then you have to write the modulus, or that means the magnitude. And where there is multiply, you have to write was a dot b. Yes, my students. Suppose the b and c are multiplied, then you have to write a b dot c. That means in case of the multiply, only just you have to write the dot product, and where there is square, then you have to write a mod of x square, mod of y square, like this you have to write. So my students, it is the very important and essential conditions for you to take. If the two vectors are multiplying or any identity, then you can use this. Suppose a minus b, then you can write like this, mod of a square minus 2a dot b plus mod of b square. Suppose a plus b plus c whole square, or a minus b and a minus b, then you can use a square minus b square. All the identity, all the algebraic identity you can read or you can write, but it is the necessary condition is that when there is any multiply, suppose here multiply 2ab, then you have to write a dot, and when there is square, you have to write the mod of square. Okay, my students, just it is a simple and way to find the square of two vectors. So thank you, my dear students. I think you understand.